He just came out of this cut. He's at 220. He's looking at us. Never get ready. You got him. He's a beautiful bull.
Yes, he is.
Well, those of you who hunt a lot, you know that every hunt kind of has what I call a pivot point, where it either goes really good or it could go really bad based on some critical part of the hunt. Well, I want to talk about what I think is the pivot point for the hunt that we had with Sean in Wyoming here. That was a sweepstakes hunt. Sean won the sweepstakes and went a hunt with Randy. And as you watch that hunt, you saw we were looking and glassing and looking and glassing. We were seeing quite a few elk, but most of them were on private. So we were hunting this small section of public land. And in my mind, the real pivot point to this hunt was the evening of the first day. We were sitting there and the elk are starting to come down and they're about ready to get to this piece of public that we're sitting on. But they're not going to get there at shooting light. They're going to be right on the boundary, and the decision was made. Let's get out of here. Let's not be a disturbance that prohibits those elk from coming down into this piece of public. We grabbed our stuff and we got out of there. By the time we got to the truck a little over a mile away, we could hear them bugling in there. We're like, guess what? In the morning, there should be elk in there. So we got up the next morning, we walked in the dark, and you saw what happened. Those elk were on that piece of public. Making that sacrifice of that kind of 20 to 30 minutes of prime time of hunting and saying, you know what? We're willing to give this up because we want these elk to come and do what they're going to do. And they did just that. They ended up on the public. Sean got his first bull elk. Every hunt has a pivot point. I'm sure if you think about your successful hunts or your unsuccessful hunts, there's some pivot point where you say, that was the point in the hunt that either made it or didn't make it. Anyhow, hope that helps. We're going to talk about some of these pivot points for all of the hunts that we have this year. Thanks for watching.